How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about Hola VPN, which is another one of those free VPNs where it claims to be free with no strings attached. But of course, when investigated a little bit more, as usual, you will find quite a few strings attached here and there. So this VPN claims to be completely free, and you can browse the Netflix, you can watch all of these streaming services for free, and it claims to let you browse the internet safely and anonymously. So today we're going to be looking into that. Before we begin, if you guys are interested in any of the VPNs mentioned today, you'll find links to special deals and discounts in the description down below, as well as full-on reviews if you'd like to know more. So usually when I talk about a VPN, I would, of course, download it and use it, kind of experiment with it here and there. But this is one of those free VPNs that are just way too sketchy, and they have such bad history and bad rep that I did not even want to try to compromise my security or my desktop, my computer, my own computer, which I work on. I do not want to download such a thing on my computer, and for a few reasons. So starting with the privacy policy, this is one of the really worst privacy policies I've seen. Starting with this, personal information, we may collect and retain your IP address, name and email address, screen name, payment and billing information, or other information we may ask from time to time. Already, they're collecting quite a bit. Installed applications, details of applications that are installed on the user's device, and we're not even done yet. Registering through a social network account. When you register or sign into the services via your social network account, of course, it's going to collect everything from your Facebook, your Google. So access to basic information from your social network accounts, such as your full name, home address, email address, birth date, profile picture, friends list, personal description, and everything you could think of. What do they not collect? For users, log data. Log data may include the following information: browse type, web pages you visit, time spent on those pages, access times, and dates. So you're getting logged for reasons of selling your information and log data for advertising purposes, and selling that stuff to third-party companies. Now, of course, a lot of people have been talking about Hola VPN and their sketchy practices, and this is one on Reddit, and we've got an article right here which talks about this VPN. So we're going to get through this article. This was last updated on May 2021. So we're going to get through this. Now, if you're using Hola VPN, a free virtual private network that lets you stream like Netflix. And now to get to some of the sketchiest parts of Hola VPN is this article right here. Okay, so security researchers discovered multiple security flaws in Hola and published their findings on a site called Adios Hola, which says Hola is harmful to the internet as a whole and to its users in particular, researchers wrote. So what's the big deal? By using Hola as a VPN, you can view any content that might otherwise be blocked in your location by routing your traffic through the United States or whatever country you want your content to be in. But Hola turns your computer into an exit node without your permission, essentially letting anyone browse the web through your network. Any malicious activity could be traced back to you. So what this is saying pretty much is that when you use the Hola, other users can actually use the same network that you're on, since it's peer-to-peer based. And let's say if somebody commits a crime, it can actually be traced back to you, even though you never really committed any crimes, because people are just sharing the network. They're sharing the same network. So it's really just terrible. As the researchers note, it's the same problem people have on the Tor browser, but on Tor, you can opt out. Hola is going even further by selling access to the network through a site called Luminati from $1.45 to $20 per gigabyte. On Adios Hola, researchers published chat logs between them and the company explaining that they don't enforce rules that say people shouldn't be engaging in illegal activity because the company has no idea what you are doing on our platform. Additionally, Ola can let someone take over programs on your computer, the researchers explain. And on some systems, it gets worse. Ola will happily run whatever you feed it as the system user. What this means in simple terms is that somebody can completely compromise your system beyond any repair. It allows for installing things like rootkit, for example. This problem is not just an oversight. It's not a thing where you say, well, bugs can happen. This kind of security issue can only happen if a developer is either grossly incompetent or simply doesn't care about the security of their users. It's negligence, plain and simple, and there's no excuse for it. If you haven't already, uninstall Ola right now, and if you're not sure whether or not you're vulnerable thanks to Ola, you can visit this site to find out. So yeah, this is well, I haven't really installed Ola in the first place, and I do not intend to. And yeah, you can see here a lot of people were just talking about it. Yeah, just not a good look really for Ola, especially for free VPNs. I mean, free VPNs already get a bad rep, but then Ola comes in here and just they really hit the nail in the coffin. They just make it worse. It's just a bad time. You do not want to use something like this that completely compromises your security. It doesn't really enhance the security. I mean, usually a VPN should increase security, but with Ola, on the other hand, it actually compromises the security. So if you're looking for an actually good VPN, I do have 3 recommendations if you guys are interested. Now, they're not free, but these VPNs will provide you really everything you were looking for out of Ola. Now, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee for all these VPNs. So if you're interested, you can always get yourself a refund. You know, you could try Surfshark, get a refund, then try Nord, then get a refund, then try Express, then get a refund for all I care. I mean, you could do that if you'd like. That's essentially 3 months of free VPNs with the same $10 or $12. So, but you know, I'm pretty sure once you use these VPNs and once you realize how consistent they are and how reliable and quick they are, especially with, you know, I'm guessing if you're trying to use Ola, you're probably trying to watch Netflix or Hulu and whatnot. And let me tell you, Netflix has been cracking down on a lot of proxies and VPNs lately. So, in terms of Ola unblocking these streaming services, it is shaky at best, and it really isn't that reliable in the first place. So, you know, if you're going to compromise your security that much for a chance or for just the probability, for a low probability of unblocking streaming services, then yeah, I really don't think it's worth it. And in the, you know, a VPN in the first place is made for security. This is why they were created. They were never created to unblock a streaming service or anything like that. Unblocking jurisdictions and such came to be alongside the commercialization of VPNs. VPNs were originally created just so that companies can exchange information safely through the internet, through an encrypted tunnel, rather than on you know, public internet where hackers can actually interfere. So Ola VPN just completely decimates the very concept of a VPN. So essentially, it's an insult to a VPN to actually call that a VPN. It's kind of like a proxy that completely compromises your security, and it's just disguising itself as a VPN. So definitely get away from that. You know, we've got ExpressVPN, NordVPN, and Surfshark. These VPNs will definitely bring the VPN experience at its best. Now, to conclude, I don't want to make this video too long. If you're looking for a VPN with top security, first of all, I would definitely recommend watching the reviews below if you'd like to learn more about these VPNs. But if you're looking for top security and the VPN that can unblock the most amount of streaming services, and for reference, ExpressVPN is able to unblock up to 18 Netflix libraries. That'll be 10 with Nord and 15 with Surfshark. Of course, that's because ExpressVPN has 94 countries, unlike Nord's 60 and Surfshark's 65 countries. So, of course, that'll give ExpressVPN the edge in terms of unblocking streaming services because they have more countries. And not just that, that's also because they're always upgrading and updating their servers so that they're able to unblock some of the most obscure streaming services all the way to the most popular ones like Netflix, Disney, Hulu, HBO Max, and such. So yeah, ExpressVPN is definitely going to be a very smooth experience. It's what I usually use when it comes to using a VPN in general. And if you're specifically looking for streaming services to unblock streaming services and don't mind the budget of ExpressVPN, definitely go with ExpressVPN, especially that they provide some of the tops, really honestly, some of the most sophisticated networks in the industry. It is so secure to the point where they could not even, the Turkish government seized an ExpressVPN in 2017, an ExpressVPN server, and they could not even extract anything, even when forcibly seizing the server. So that tells you something about ExpressVPN. That's a real life situation that you can really use as evidence that ExpressVPN is a true no log policy VPN. And when it comes to NordVPN, if you're looking for something that secures one more device, because ExpressVPN allows you to secure 5 devices per subscription, you can get that with NordVPN for sure. You will get a few specialty servers here and there. Of course, 4 types of specialty servers that can be unlocked with OpenVPN, as you can tell here. But I would definitely recommend using the NordLynx protocol, which is the most powerful protocol. Really, it's super quick. You do get an app kill switch on top of the kill switch and split tunneling, which, all these VPNs do have a kill switch and split tunneling. But with NordVPN, I do get an extra feature that's called app kill switch, which will close or terminate selected apps rather than the entire network, instead of, unlike the typical internet kill switch. And you've got custom DNS and such. So yeah, this is definitely one of those VPNs that are super quick, filled with features, and are just reliable overall, quite a bit reliable. Now, you may not be able to unblock as many Netflix libraries, and you may see that the reliability in unblocking Netflix may kind of fluctuate here and there, because it's just not as powerful as ExpressVPN when it comes to unblocking streaming services, specifically Netflix, because Netflix has become very tough to unblock, especially the US Netflix library. So yeah, the crown goes to ExpressVPN when it comes to Netflix. Now, if you're looking for the VPN that just gets the job done at the cheapest possible cost, then definitely go with Surfshark. It'll even allow you to secure an unlimited amount of devices if you're interested in that kind of thing. If you're trying to unblock, let's say, an unlimited amount of devices with Nord and Express, you're going to have to download these VPNs on a compatible router, which could cost you a little bit, over 100 or 200 bucks. But with Surfshark, they'll just allow you to do that without having to use a router, which can be very convenient. Of course, what you're sacrificing here is a little bit of speed and a little bit of security, but it's still pretty secure and good enough to at least stream in full HD. So yeah, no worries there. It can still unblock up to 15 Netflix libraries. Again, 18 Netflix libraries with ExpressVPN, 10 with Nord, and 15 with Surfshark. These are the confirmed libraries. You could even probably, as they've told me, these are the confirmed libraries that they told me about, but you could actually unblock more if you, perhaps dig in here and there and see what you can unblock more than the official ones that they've kind of confirmed they can unblock. So yeah, it's up to you. Again, if you guys are interested in any of these VPNs, you'll find links to special deals and discounts in the description down below, as well as full-on reviews if you'd like to know the ins and outs of these VPNs in terms of privacy policies, speed, streaming, torrenting capabilities, as well as security and features. So be sure to check those out if you guys are interested. Besides that, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day.